Hey guys, welcome back to Isaac's Universe. This is going to be strictly voiceover, just strictly voiceover for this clip. I just want to show y'all some of my favorite things about UFC 6 and my first day playing. So let's get to it. So what you're going to realize here very quickly is that there's no in between with these fights. This is my custom character, and I'm only showing just 3 of my favorite fights, and it'll probably be just clips and highlights while I talk about my favorite things. So, the training, the punching bag, the jiu-jitsu, wrestling, Muay Thai, boxing training that you can do in between, the hype and all that. We're not really going to get into that too much with this video. We might going forward, but I really just want to touch on the gameplay. Right off rip, I got to say one of my favorite points of the gameplay is the character models for everybody. Everybody's character model feels so realistic, feels so fluid. Even the announcers, Daniel Cormier, the referees, I mean, everyone, the coaches have their own voice lines, have their own character models. They move fluidly. Like, it's just awesome. It's awesome to see. It really makes the world come alive. One thing I really like with this too is if you have basic knowledge of any kind of mixed martial art or boxing or, you know, anything like that, like, you can really use your knowledge to make yourself successful at this game. And you can do kind of something that makes great competitors in any sport great. And which is, if you can execute the basic things at an elite level, you will be good at this game. So one thing that you'll see throughout the video is I chose boxing. I always love to go with the boxing archetype in the UFC games. And if you can use your jab the whole game, set up your distance, because one thing in this game, distance matters. If someone's too close, you're not going to get good contact. You're not going to do any damage, hardly. If anything, you're going to get yourself knocked out, maybe. Even with the kicks, if you can set up a good head kick and you're at the right damage or the right spot, you're going to do great damage, which is awesome. So it just adds another element to the game, is to kind of separate you with the skill gap, is knowing how far away you are to land each hit. So if you can use your jab to set up really your whole fighting style, especially as the boxer. I'm not going to speak for the other archetypes yet because I just haven't got into it too far. It will change the game. It will absolutely change the game. It will make things a lot easier for you because you can keep pressure up, you can keep tempo up, and those are just basic things that you kind of learn as early lessons of boxing. Is pressure, tempo, jab, cross. One thing I also really like is if you make a dumb decision, the game will make you pay. And then it will kind of allow you to learn from that. One thing I did do in the first fight, as much as I'm talking about the jab, was let me see what buttons I can hit. Let me see how heavy of punches I can throw. Let me really have no flow to my fight style, just to see, can you come in here and just kind of spam heavy hits and knock someone out? And you could kind of say I got away with it in my first fight. I knew with the first fight, it was going to probably be the easier fight that you have, and I do kind of get away with it. But as we start looking into the second fight, you're going to see every fight I use my jab to set up my whole game. You'll see early that I'm trying to use the evade and lunge, and I love that they kind of teach you how to set that up as you go. They teach you, flick this way, this is why this makes sense, and if you come over the top with a big counter, and it has to be the right counter. If you come across with the wrong counter, with the wrong hand, with the wrong foot, anything like that, you're not going to be successful. The person's going to get away in a moment of vulnerability, or you could set yourself up to be countered even yourself. You'll see some in this video too, and I know I definitely use in the other fights, that I learned to also use the lead kick like a jab to kind of tell where my distance is at, which is something else that is taught in real mixed martial arts. Just to kind of using some knowledge, and which is really cool. It can teach maybe people who don't really participate in mixed martial arts in real life, but like the UFC games, maybe teach them a little something where they can enjoy and learn a little something about the sport. I absolutely love the emphasis on controlling the pacing of your own strikes. If you come out here and you think you got a guy in knockout position and you start just throwing everything against the wall, you're going to start missing. Your strikes aren't going to hit as hard. Your opponent's going to recover. You come out here and you're very methodical, and you can teach yourself, hey, when I get someone in this position, when this hand goes down, when they're rocked like this is the combo to kind of start leading with, or, you know, the left side is open, so I know to hit square, things like that. You will be so successful in this game very early, very, very early. And something, too, is utilizing body kicks and leg kicks. A lot of people that have no knowledge of fighting are going to come in here and just throw for the head a lot, and just going to – they do a really good job of blocking in this game. They making the AIs guard themselves. You have to learn all three levels, from feet and calves to midsection to head. You have to learn how to attack and how to light attack maybe the midsection to set up your headshot, or fake your leg kick to set up your headshot, things of that nature. Because if you can start to gain a rhythm and start to learn to work all three different levels, you will absolutely love this game. With the counter system, I definitely like how even if you don't flick the right way, but you throw a shot at the right time coming from the right direction, it counteracts as the counter to the flick for you if you can beat the person there. So let's say someone's throwing an overhand, so they duck their head really low, no guard, would come with that fist over the top, but I throw an uppercut at the same time, and I get that uppercut off, I'm lighting him up. We're probably going into a dazed instance and things like that. I definitely love that, because that is rewarding kind of anticipation. If you have really good anticipation, that's kind of rewarding that, and that's realistic. And we definitely want as many realistic things into our sports games as possible. Something else I love is the flow state that they added this year. The flow state is epic. Depending on what kind of build you take, your flow state does something a little bit different, but because I'm a boxer, it helps me. It slows things down to where I can bob and weave and counter quicker, and my strikes hit harder, and it's awesome. I just don't know how. I don't have any words for it. Hopefully about right here, I'm going to show where I entered a flow state, and it gave me some awesome animations. Every hit shook the controller, the haptic feedback, and made me feel like I was really doing some work. It makes you excited whenever you see that stuff start happening, but also rewarding me for taking my time and setting the person up instead of pushing super hard. Hey guys, so this has been just a little bit of gameplay. If there's any gameplay left at the end of this video, I'll just let it finish out. But this is my first hands-on impression of UFC. I'm absolutely loving it. I think it is so far and away the best UFC we've ever had. Not close. Not close whatsoever. So I'm so excited to see what happens with this game long term. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Feel free to message for what kind of content y'all want to see. Let me know what y'all's liking about these videos, what you're not liking. And look forward to your comments being responded to, and also replied to, whether it's in the comment section or in the next video, things of that nature. This has been Isaac's Universe. Take it easy.
Back to his feet. Oh, that's big. Body kick is blocked. All right, so he's landed a few big uppercuts already.
Head kick, and now he's got it to hurt.
Oh, another heavy shot gets through.